CTV's broadcast of East China High School sports, presented to the community by Magda. Let's join our announcers now for all the action of East China High School sports.
Number 2, Daniel Gersh. Number 3, Charles Stevens. Number 4, Andrew Medvedik. Number 5, Dane Shaw. Number 6, Charlie Bingle. Number 7, Briggs Wilkie. Number 8, Blake Mosley. Number 9, Dylan Kolbitz. Number 10, Liam Savali. Number 11, Ian Jarinsky. Number 12, Yohar Alikasiu. Number 13, Adrian Payne. Number 14, Joshua Pinter. Number 15, Jose Sampaio. Number 16, Bryson Enders. Number 17, Thomas Stanton. Number 18, Evan Tripp. Number 19, Nathaniel Arsenal. Number 20, Nicholas Kolbitz. Number 21, Evan Giannino. Number 23, Andrew Pillars. The head coach for the varsity soccer team from Lakeview, Simon Miners. For the St. Clair Saints, number 1, Giulio Chinelli. Number 2, Chase Jones. Number 3, Alex Owens. Number 4, Afonso Fioria. Number 5, Chase Kleeman. Number 6, Logan Metapedgan. Number 7, Evan Hart. Number 8, James Ursity. Number 9, Truman Jarsma. Number 10, Evan Kruger. Number 11, Logan Biscarner. Number 12, Ashton Spalding. Number 13, Philip Ethan Bingham. Number 14, Nathan McDonnell. Number 15, Mason Chamberlain. Number 16, Pedro Bassani. Number 17, Ethan Zhang. Number 18, Evan Roberts. Number 19, Devin Cowper. Number 21, Reeve Garth. Number 22, Mason Sexton. Number 23, Seth White. Number 24, Will Rapier. Head coach of the Saints, Jessica Jones. Assistant coaches, John Jones and Nate McDonald. Our officials for tonight's game, Chris Jones and Joseph Gentner. Now, if we could all rise, please face to the north. Gentlemen, please remove your caps as we salute the flag and our nation with the national anthem. Welcome, CTV viewers. Welcome to tonight's game between St. Clair High School as well as their opponents, Lakeview High School. Almost perfect soccer conditions for tonight's game. The temperatures are perhaps in the high 70s, maybe a tad warm. No breeze at all. We were just looking at the flag during the playing of the national anthem, and that is not moving one speck at all. There is no wind out there at all. Might get a little bit warm for the players out there. Soccer players out on the field during high school games do a whole lot of running. We'll see how the benches will aid the teams with the stamina portion of this game tonight. Saints are playing Lakeview High School. This is a very formidable team. They have had a very good record amongst their opponents. Talking with the Saints coaches prior to the game, they know they have a big challenge on their hands. Players are excited. The season's starting to wind down just a bit. Saints coming off a home win last week in exciting fashion. They were able to beat their opponents after going into the locker room at halftime with a 2-0 deficit and coming back and winning the game 4-2 on 4 unanswered goals. Players are taking the field. Lakeview High School in a little bit of a huddle before the game, just kind of getting last-minute instructions, and now they're heading out to the field. Game shall be starting in just a few seconds. My name's Jim Jones. I'm your host for the next 80 minutes of soccer. This will be a big test for the Saints. Again, coming off a big win last week, we'll see how things go today in front of a very large crowd. As play begins, just wanted to make mention during the introductions, it sounded like Lakeview High School had quite a few fans out there also. Sounds like they have a big following. As play moves along, Nate McDonald pushing the ball forward to the Saints, over to Biscarner, number 11 for the Saints. Saints still in control of the ball. Pedro Bassoni knocks it over to Reeve Garth. Reeve Garth had a tremendous game last week in that senior night. Reeve Garth getting a goal as well as perhaps a couple of assists along the way in that comeback victory. Lakeview putting some pressure on. Ball was centered. Nobody there to answer. Lakeview in control. Ooh, we've got Nate McDonald went in for a defensive play. Looks like he's may have twisted his ankle just a tad there. He's walking it off. He's going to stay out there, but looked like he took a little bit of an ugly twist there as he was trying to defend the ball. Be a goal kick for St. Clair. I'm at the booth tonight with Bill Duro on the clock. Bill is, again, our longtime clock manager here during the soccer games, as well as most of the basketball games during the winter sports season, and, of course, football also during the fall. And has been doing it for a long period of time. Lakeview with an opportunity, well defended. Chase Jones back on defense there, knocking the ball away, and Seth White, the goalkeeper for the Saints, able to field it. Saints again in control. Ball is taken, however, from Lakeview. This is going to be trouble. Again, Chase Jones knocks the ball away. Back playing a defender position tonight. Ball has been down in the St. Clair zone most of the... and they just scored a goal. Lakeview, number 2 for Lakeview. That will be Daniel Gersh. Goal, Lakeview, number 2, Daniel Gersh. Daniel Gersh there for Lakeview, getting a shot. The ball went just below the crossbar on the goal, and Seth White made a valiant attempt, however, wasn't able to come up with it. And Lakeview takes an early lead, 1-0. With about 3 minutes into this game. Chase Jones getting the ball out. Ball is taken, however, by Lakeview. It's number 15, Jose Sampio, taking the ball. Reeve Gar stole it back, but Lakeview took it back away. Number 15, Jose Sampio, went down. Looks like Lakeview is going to get a kick, another opportunity here. They hurry the kick off. Sampio tries to center it. Chase Jones intercepts. Kicks the ball forward. Over to Bassino. Bassino kicks it up forward. Headed backwards. St. Clair still in control. Alex Owen with the ball. Ball is taken by Lakeview, and they send it back down. Lakeview putting a lot of pressure on the Saints. Reeve Gar steals it. Ball taken back, however. A lot of back and forth taking place here. Pedro Bassino, again, putting some pressure on Lakeview, but they're able to get it forward. Mason Chamberlain kicks the ball out of the field, and looks like Lakeview is going to have a corner kick. These corner kicks are dangerous. The ball will come right in front of the goal here, oftentimes bounds around. This one hits the side of the goal. Saints defending the southern goal at the beginning of this game. Goal kick, Mason Chamberlain taking the goal kick, sends it forward for the Saints. It's intercepted. Number 21, Evan Giannino, intercepted that ball, sends it down into the corner. Looks like it's going to be a goal kick for the Saints. Ball be coming back the other way. Looks like Saints are getting ready to do the goal kick. Chase Jones looks like he'll be taking the goal kick, sending it the other way. Saints unable to clear that ball. We have not seen it down into the Lakeview zone as of yet. Chase puts his foot into it. Ball goes about 30 yards downfield. Reeve Garth takes it. Unfortunately for the Saints, Lakeview is able to get the ball back. Number 10, Liam Savali, with the ball, sends it forward. Again, Lakeview in control, putting on some nice passes here. Ball's taken. This is going to be trouble for the Saints. Seth White is able to clear it. However, oh! Shot on goal there by Lakeview. I believe it was number 11, Ian Jarniski. Left-footed it. Ball hit the upper crossbar. Did not go in, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Saints. Sometimes that crossbar on the goal is your best friend. Saints kick it forward. Evan Roberts out there for the Saints, trying to get the ball forward. Looks like it'll be a throw-in for Lakeview. Again, this game so far being pretty dominated by Lakeview. Saints have yet to get it near the Lakeview goal. Saints have played some good defense, though. They've stopped quite a few drives already within this first 8 minutes of play. Lakeview putting on pressure again. Another one off the post. This time the eastern post of the goal. Was a very strong, again, left-footed shot. And a lot of velocity on that shot. I'm not so sure Seth would have gotten to it had it not hit that post, but it bounds off. No harm, no foul. Be a throw-in for make it a. It'll be a throw-in for the Saints. Lakeview back in control. Ball put on goal. Seth White back out, grabs it in the air. Nice job by Seth White. Looks like Coach Jones is going to be making a major player move here. We've got 4 Saints going back out on the field. Ethan Zhang, Truman Jarsma, Alex Owens, and Logan Biscarner will be heading out as soon as the officials give them permission to do so. Again, this hot weather out here today, it's going to be important that there be some constant changes. Getting some of the guys, some wind that are going to be running there. Again, a shot towards the goal, goes high over the net. Right now, Lakeview up 1-0. Still early in this game. First 10 minutes of the game have passed. Saints playing a pretty good defense. We have not seen the ball down, however, in the Lakeview end yet. Chase Jones is teeing it up for a goal kick here. Ball heads downfield over to Reeve Garth. Oh, the ball goes out of bounds. Reeve just couldn't quite control it. The ball was kind of going along that sideline and took a bounce the other way. Ball will go out of bounds. Be another goal kick for the Saints. The officials out there tonight, Chris Jones and Joseph Gettner, they've got a tough job. Lots of running out there for them to do tonight. And it's a hot night, so they will be getting their exercise. As we've made mention in other games, these officials do quite a bit of running during a game. It's a good workout. Chase Jones tees it up, kicks it downfield. Alex Owens heads it. Ball continues to roll. Ball makes it down to the goal. Keeper there for Lakeview kicks it out of bounds, and it'll be a Saints throw-in somewhere around midfield. Ball went out of bounds on that far eastern side. Mason Chamberlain kicks it forward. Saints finally getting a little pressure. Ball bounding around. Reeve Garth fighting for it, fighting hard. Lakeview comes up with it. Could be trouble for the Saints. Seth White comes out, way out of goal. Still out there fighting for it. Call by the official. See what takes place here. I believe it's going to be a Saints kick. Seth White was out fighting for it, and there's a little bit of an entanglement of the feet, and looks like the Saints are going to prevail on this call. Chase Jones taking the kick again. Great effort by Seth White, the goalkeeper for the Saints. Came way out of the goal and physically had to fight for that ball and was able to gain control until he was knocked off of his feet. Nice play by Chase Jones defending. Takes the ball away, a clean steal. Kicks it downfield. This could be an opportunity for the Saints. Logan Biscarter running after it. Ball taken. Number 7, Briggs Wilkie for Lakeview. Sends it back downfield. Lots of back and forth going on. Again, despite the 1-0 lead, the Saints have played a tremendous defense against Lakeview. Lots of it, but certainly they've put on a great effort so far. Ball goes the other way. Chase Jones kicking it out of bounds on this western sideline. Ball back in play on the throw-in. Chase Jones in control of the ball. Sends it forward. Intercepted. Another shot goes high. Lakeview is not shy about kicking that ball at the net. It was number 7, Briggs Wilkie, sending it high. Briggs playing a defender position for Lakeview, but found himself on the other side of the field taking a shot. Ball goes high. Ball comes the other way. Reeve Garth will throw it in over to Nathan McDonald. Ball intercepted. Reeve is playing a tremendous game out there. He's putting quite the effort out there. He's all over the field. Ball heads back down over to the Saints zone, and Lakeview still in control of it. This could be trouble for the Saints. Saints playing very pressured defense. Mason Chamberlain playing hard. That was Logan Biscarter out in the corner over there, I believe. Make it Devin Cowper. Devin Cowper. Mason Chamberlain and Devin Cowper both applying tremendous pressure on Lakeview, making it impossible for them to get a kickoff. Lakeview making some changes into the game for Lakeview. Number 3, Charles Stevens. Ball heads downfield on a goal kick for the Saints. Ethan Zhang out there fighting for it. Lakeview takes control. Mason Chamberlain kicks it downfield. Alex Owens. Oh, Ethan Zhang had an opportunity there. Just couldn't quite get to it. Lakeview takes it back. Chase Kleeman intercepts. Back over to Lakeview. Opportunity here for Lakeview. Nicely intercepted by Mason Chamberlain. Ball's going to go out of bounds. I believe it's going to be a corner kick for Lakeview. Lakeview hurries the corner kick. Ball bounds around. Shot on goal again. Goes high. It goes way back there. Ball boys out there on the sidelines are going to have a long run for that one. A lot of foot went into that ball, but the ball went high. All for naught for Lakeview. Chase Jones tees it up for a goal kick. Kicks it downfield. Taken by Logan Biscarter. Logan fighting for that ball. Lakeview is able to intercept, taking it downfield. Again, putting pressure on the Saints. Ball bounding around in front of the net. Saints able to defend it again. Again, the ball still bounding around. Lakeview back in control. Mason Chamberlain with a nice stop. Seth White eventually grabs a hold of it. Going to send it forward for the Saints. Where Ethan Zhang Oh, ball's going to go out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in. I believe it's going to be Saints throw-in. Again, multiple changes for the Saints. Saints using that bench. Jessica Jones trying to keep the players fresh out there on the field. And so far it has proven worthy. The Saints have held Lakeview to only one goal. They've had to work hard to hold them to one goal. A little bit of a foot entanglement there. Saints number 22, Mason Sexton, there was playing hard and just kind of got his feet tied up with the Lakeview player, Charles Stevens. Ball goes down dangerously in front of the St. Clair goal. No goal. Seth White again able to knock it out. Saints back in control. Logan Biscarner over to Pedro Bassoni. Over to Ethan Zhang. Over to Sexton for the Saints. Lakeview intercepts. Lakeview back downfield again. This is going to be trouble for the Saints, however. Yeah, that's a shot. Just too much pressure for the Saints. Goal by number 15 on that shot. Jose Sampaio. Goal, Lakeview, number 15, Jose Sampaio. Play resumes. Lakeview up 2-0 now. About 18 minutes into this game. I know that's got to be a downer for the Saints. Saints have been playing some pretty strong defense. Lakeview applying tremendous pressure against the Saints. Seth White would have been making some extraordinary stops. Yet that was just a nice, beautiful setup pass over to number 15 on Lakeview, and he was able to put it in with a strong kick. Another opportunity for Lakeview. Breaking free, goal just goes wide to the right. Lakeview bringing it in quick. Number 4 for Lakeview, Andrew Medvedik, was running hard in there. Not as if he wasn't contested. He was just doing some tremendous dribbling and just couldn't get it in. Ball went wide to the right. It'll be a corner kick, however, for Lakeview. Ball bounding around. Ball out in front. Kick by Lakeview. Ball goes again wide to the right. This time it's going to be a goal kick for the Saints. Again, we've got 4 players heading back into the game for the Saints. Getting some fresh wind out there. Mason Chamberlain teeing it up for the Saints for the goal kick here. Mason sends it downfield over to Pedro Bassoni. Lakeview intercepts. Lakeview again applying pressure, defended by the Saints. Lakeview player goes down, however no call. Lakeview in possession of the ball, again playing deep into the St. Clair zone. Mason Chamberlain kicks it out. I believe it's going to be a corner kick again for Lakeview. We're about halfway through this first half. Lakeview up 2-0 on the Saints. Again, a very warm night out there. High 70s, maybe 80 degrees as the game started. Not a cloud in the sky, not a breeze in the air. Very warm conditions for the players out on the field. Ball goes into the St. Clair zone. Shot on goal. Seth White answers. Not to suggest St. Clair is happy with the score by any means, but Lakeview is a very formidable team. They have beaten some powerhouse teams. Opportunity. Logan Biscarner's got a shot on goal coming up. Shoots it. Oh, the ball just goes wide to the right. Logan Biscarner had a nice shot opportunity. Keeper came out for Lakeview. Cut the angle off, forcing Logan to try to make a shot off to the right-hand side there. The ball went wide to the right. This was a very golden opportunity for the Saints, and the ball just did not go in. Sure, Logan would be thinking about that shot all night long. I know that net looked quite large as he was heading in there, and it got smaller as the goalkeeper came out to defend it. But he did hit it. He hit it good. It just went wide to the right. Saints ended up with a corner kick, but unable to get it in on the corner kick also. Reeve Garth for the throw-in on the far eastern sideline. Lakeview intercepts. That was a good showing by the Saints there. Lakeview had been dominating the play so far with the ball on the Saints' end for most of this first half. But the Saints had a great opportunity there, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last opportunity. This game is still within reach for the Saints. Lakeview back in control of the ball. Back down to the Saints' end. Devin Cowper trying to play pressure. Again, the ball bounding around dangerously over in that St. Clair zone. Reeve Garth knocking it out. Lakeview back in control. Shot on goal, Seth White. Oh, nice stop by Seth White there. Ball was drilled in there, and Seth White was in a good position. Ball came in uncontested from about 20 yards out, and Seth White was in the right place, right time. Be a kick for Lakeview, sending it back down. Ball bounding around in front of the St. Clair goal. Another shot on goal, deflected away. Might be a handball. Couldn't tell for sure what that call is. It's going back the Saints' way. Whatever the call was, it will be a Saints ball. Mason Chamberlain teeing it up, getting ready to kick it downfield. Mason gives it a boot over to Nathan McDonald. Nathan, a senior for the Saints this year. Ball heads out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Saints. Nathan throws it in. Oh, we got a couple players again. Both teams utilizing their bench, trying to give the players an opportunity to get some rest on this very warm day. I think Coach Jones has got to be very happy with the players' play as of now. The Lakeview High School team has had many opportunities, a lot of shots on goal. But a lot of balls very nicely defended by the Saints, and they're keeping the Saints in this game. Lakeview heads back downfield again. Attempts to center it. Chase Jones knocks it away. It's Julio Chanelli out for the Saints, number one of the newer players on the Saints team. Yeah, that was a little bit of contact out there. I think that's Pedro Bassoni that went down. Gets right back up. It'll be a Saints kick. Ball heading downfield. Back and forth play. A couple of Saints run into each other, leaving Lakeview in a position to bring that ball back down. Opportunity for Lakeview. Seth White went out of the net. Knocked the ball away. Great play by Seth White. And the ball go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Saints, sending the ball back the other way. Incredible play by Seth White just a few seconds ago. Lakeview, looks like it's going to be a corner kick. Saints must have had contact with the ball before it went out. The Saints, they were beat, and Lakeview was heading in. Seth White came out of the net and took the angle off, was able to get a piece of it, knocked the ball, wasn't able to control it, but knocked the ball okay. The shot on goal for Lakeview. Looks like Lakeview just scored goal number 3. Trying to come up with the player number who shot that ball in. I believe it's number 16, Bryson Enders. Goal, Lakeview, number 16, Bryson Enders. Three 0 here. Lakeview on top. Game has been dominated by Lakeview thus far, but again, the Saints have played some really good defense. Another shot on goal by Lakeview. It's number 3 for Lakeview. Charles Stevens putting a foot into it. Ball goes high. Seth White is getting a workout for the Saints there, back as goalkeeper. Want to thank the guys down in the trailer tonight for CTV. CTV carrying this game. Troy Voigt, Sully Smith, and Carter Barney down in the trailer, always doing a fine job for CTV. CTV has been covering the Saints soccer all season long. Great thank you to Paul Dingeman for his efforts in making this happen. Devin Cowper makes a nice defensive play, knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Lakeview. About 13 minutes left in this first half. Lakeview up 3-0. Shot from way out, goes out of bounds. Number 18, Evan Tripp there, shot the ball from about 40 yards out. Just kind of floated past the St.Clair goal. Seth White wisely letting the ball go out of bounds. Goal kick St.Clair, but Lakeview recovers. Chase Jones mixing it up. Nathan McDonald kicking it downfield. We've Garth out there again playing some strong soccer, fighting with the Lakeview player for control of the ball. Ball goes out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a goal kick, or make that a corner kick for Lakeview. Nice corner kick. Ball goes out. Oh, nicely defended. I believe that was Chase Kleeman. Absolutely saved a goal. I thought it was in, and Chase Kleeman just at the last minute was able to kick it away. Seth White with another stop. Seth hurries the shot. The opportunity for the Saints. Alex Owens going to take it downfield. He's got a step on everyone. Centers the ball. Keeper comes out, fields it cleanly for Lakeview. Get another opportunity for the Saints. Alex tried to center the ball, but the Saints player just couldn't quite catch up to it, and the keeper was able to get it before any damage was done. Mason Chamberlain playing tough defense. Ball hurried back into the Zane zone. Mason Chamberlain playing strong defense back there. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick again for Lakeview. That last one nearly went in. It was well placed. This one's going to be a little bit further out, but Lakeview in control. A lot of contact. Oh my goodness, what a stop by Seth White. That went through about 3 or 4 players. I thought Seth was probably screened, and he just happened to find the place to be. Stop that ball from going in. A little bit of a throwdown on Alex Owens there. It's going to be a Saints kick. Alex Owens playing tough, trying to get that ball down to the Lakeview net, unable to keep on his feet there as there was much contact given to him. Nathan McDonald with the kick. Nathan McDonald sends it forward. Unfortunately, it is, for the Saints, unfortunately, it is taken by Lakeview. Ball will go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for St. Clair, I believe. That far sideline on the eastern sideline is a little tough to see exactly who had contact, but it looks like it'll be a throw-in for the Saints. Reeve Garth getting ready to throw the ball in. Throws it into senior Nathan McDonald. Reeve takes it back upfield again for the Saints. Dishes it all over to Pedro Bassoni. Saints still in control of the ball. Reeve Garth back in control. Lakeview takes it. Number 12 out there, Ashton Spalding for the Saints. Trying to regain control of the ball. Ball ends up back down in the St. Clair zone. Chase Jones with the ball. Sends it up forward. Back to Alex Owens. Back to Nathan McDonald. Nathan McDonald kicks it back up towards Alex Owens. Unable to maintain control. Ball's heading back the other way. Lakeview back in control. Number 4 for Lakeview, Andrew Medvedik, kicking it, trying to center it in front of the net. Lakeview unable to maintain control. Be a goal kick for St. Clair. Mason Chamberlain teeing it up for the goal kick. About 8.5 minutes left in the first half. Lakeview up 3-0 on the Saints. Nice defensive play by the Saints. I believe that was Chase Jones. Knocking it back. Hard shot towards the goal. Knocked it backward. Reeve Garth out there playing hard. No question about Reeve Garth's efforts out there. He is just out there playing hard as he has done all season long. Shot on goal off to the right. Lakeview just teeing up from all different distances on the St. Clair goal, and they've only been able to make contact 3 times so far today. Some very good defensive play by the Saints have kept this game certainly within reach. Chase Jones teeing it up for the goal kick. Chase sends it downfield. Lakeview player heads the ball. Ball ends it back down to Chase. Chase tries to dribble through a crowd of Lakeview players. Sends it over to Mason Chamberlain. Make that Chase Kleeman. Lakeview back in possession. Alex Owens applying pressure. Once again, Lakeview takes a kick. Maybe from about 30 yards out. Ball goes wide to the left. It makes it easier for Seth White when that ball goes wide to the left or wide to the right. Sure, he prefers that than the ball bounding around in front of that net where anybody can get it. Mason Chamberlain teeing it up this time for a goal kick. Mason sends it downfield. Chase Kleeman sends it forward. Ball is headed by Lakeview. Mason Chamberlain and Chase Kleeman back defending the St. Clair nets and sending the ball forward. Another shot from quite a distance out. Ball goes wide again to the left. Just a little bit of a recognition, Mason Chamberlain, Chase Kleeman. They have been playing a strong defensive backfield for the, I guess is what we'll call it, for the Saints. Their defenders back there all season long, and they've played well. They've really they've shown some great efforts and have made some incredible stops. Chase Kleeman in his senior year. Chase employed by Lumberjack when he's not in school. I remember his saying last week how much he enjoyed working for Lumberjack, and is in the building program, trades program, while he's in high school. Chase Kleeman heads it forward. I don't know he did that intentionally. It looks like it might hit the back of his head, but nevertheless it did go forward quite a distance. Chase Kleeman knocking the ball out of bounds. Again, deep in the St. Clair end of the field there. Ball be thrown in by Lakeview. Lakeview in control. This is trouble for St. Clair. Ball bounding around out in front. Shot on goal. Seth White handles it. Nice play by Seth White. Seth is playing very strong. I know the score right now is 3-0, but Seth has been challenged and has answered most of those challenges, often in great style. Shots are not easy that he's been stopping, and he's been able to stop quite a few of them. Throw-in for the Saints ends up being in control by Lakeview. Ball's going to head out of bounds. I think it's going to be a Lakeview corner kick coming up. Well, maybe it'll be a goal kick here for the Saints. Yeah, I think the Saints are going to get a goal kick out of this. Got about 3.5 minutes left in the game. Or, correction, in the first half. 3.5 minutes left in the first half. We've got a lot of game left. Mason Chamberlain tees it up, sends it downfield. Over to Nathan McDonald. Nathan back defending it, sends it forward to Alex Owens. It's been a good combination for the Saints. Nathan McDonald, Alex Owens, all season long. Over to Truman Jarzma. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Lakeview. Ball goes forward. Ball going to go the other way. Saints will have a throw-in, it appears. Time starting to wind down in the first half of the game. Lakeview Lakers up 3-0 over the Saints thus far. Saints playing very competitively, though. This is a 3-0 game that just seems a lot closer than other games. Again, nice stop by Seth White. Seth coming out of the goal to handle that shot on goal by Lakeview. Just looking at the roster for Lakeview, I'm looking at the grades of most of the players on Lakeview. They're mostly 12th graders. Just a couple of 11th graders and maybe 2 or 3 10th graders. So this is an experienced Lakeview team. These players have likely been playing together for a long period of time. Opportunity. And, the ball just caught the inner post of the Saints. Heads on in there. Nice play by the Lakeview player. Attempting to get the player's number as we're waiting. Number 14. Goal, Lakeview, number 14, Joshua Pinter. It was Joshua Pinter for Lakeview who shot that in. He had a step on the defenders from the Saints and was able to put in a nice shot. Shot it where the keeper was not. Reeve Garth sends it up for the Saints. Devin Cowper sends it the other way for the Saints. Ashton Spaulding out there running hard for the ball. Lakeview able to gain control. Back to Alex Owens. Alex tried to send it forward, just couldn't quite get a foot on it. Ball's intercepted by Lakeview. Saints are still playing hard. It's a 4-0 game, but you would know it by watching the Saints playing. They're out there running hard. I think they'd like to get this game a little bit closer before halftime. Mason Chamberlain in control of the ball deep in the St. Clair's end of the field. Wow, there's some aggressive play out there. One of the Lakeview players does go down. We'll see what the call is. This may end up being a kick for Lakeview, deep in the St. Clair end. Officials holding play here until the Lakeview player gets back on his feet. Be a kick for Lakeview. Ball's placed about 20 yards outside the goal here. We'll see what happens. The St. Clair players forming a wall. Ball goes over the net. And that's probably going to be the end of the first half. Down to about 5 seconds on this first half. As the players begin walking to the sidelines, Lakeview walks off the field with a 4-0 lead over the Saints. Again, 4-0, maybe not telling the whole story. The Saints have played hard. Some great defensive play by the Saints. Lakeview is a very strong opponent, and they have been able to get that ball in. Thank you for viewing into CTV for the first half of this game. We'll be back again for the second half in just a few minutes. Thank you.
When a company can be identified on a global scale by revealing nothing but the shape of its logo, it's considered an iconic brand. For over 100 years, the Chevy bow tie remains just that, iconic. The mark of a cultural phenomenon, connecting work hard, play hard loyalists from across the globe and right here at home. To experience the Chevy phenomenon and find new roads, visit LaFontaine Chevrolet Buick GMC.com today.
Thought about changing your job, finding a place to work that's close to home, a place that cares about you and your family? Well, Magna's hiring.
Hi, my name is Anthony Finley. I'm the finance intern here at Magna Electric Vehicle Structures in St. Clair, Michigan. I've never been so honored to tell people where I currently work. I love the team, I love the facility, and I love everything else about this place. And I'm really proud of the investment that I've made on my future.
Well, they've got drink specials every day. Rooms upstairs if you want to stay. If you love music, hear it play at the good old Murphy Inn. At the good old Murphy Inn.
Looking for a great spot to enjoy lunch or dinner with fantastic daily food and happy hour specials? Look no further than the Murphy Inn in St. Clair. This is Paul, owner of the Murphy Inn. Our charming Irish pub features different food and drink specials every day of the week, plus live entertainment every Wednesday through Saturday. The inn even offers 7 unique hotel rooms complete with modern amenities, perfect for overnight stays or a weekend getaway.
There ain't no doubt we're going out to the good old Murphy Inn. To the good old Murphy Inn.
Hello, my name's John Schell, and I am proud to be part of the family here at LaFontaine. Not only do I work at the best place in the world, but I'm also a husband and a father to 2 beautiful girls at home. When it comes to purchasing a vehicle, it's usually a planned event because it's a big purchase for most folks. That's why it is my life's mission to serve my guests at the absolute highest level of customer service possible. Come see me or get started online at LaFontaine Chevrolet Buick GMC.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Welcome back to the St. Clair High School soccer game, St. Clair versus Lakeview. Right now we are just getting ready for the second half to begin. Thank you for viewing into CTV. It's been a tough game for the Saints thus far. Lakeview applying a lot of pressure on the St. Clair's goal. I do want to point out, however, Seth White, the keeper for the Saints, has made a number of very impressive stops. Lakeview is a good soccer team, and they are showing their skills out on the field. It's been a tough one thus far for the Saints, and again, score is 4-0, but that does not tell the entire story of this game. The Saints have played actually quite well, even though the score is 4-0. Defensively, the Saints have stopped numerous opportunities for Lakeview. They are hoping to come back the second half. From what I saw that first half, it did not appear that the Saints had given up on this game. They were out there running hard, and I'm sure will continue to run hard as the second half begins here, trying to get something going. I want to make mention of one of the Saints players not playing tonight, Evan Hart. Evan was one of the true gritty players out there for the Saints. Always giving a tremendous effort. Seth is out on the bench there, has a foot injury from the last game and is letting it heal during this game. But Saints truly miss Evan Hart out on the field. He is one of those players that is very much missed when he's not out on the field. We certainly wish him well and look forward to him being back very soon. Senior Alex Owens kicks the ball off down to Nathan McDonald, down to Chase Jones. Chase kicks it forward. Ethan Zhang kicks it forward, loses control, however, and Lakeview takes control of the ball. Devin Cowper sends it forward again for the Saints. Over to Logan Biscarner. Logan unable to control it. Lakeview takes back over. Sends the ball back down. Again, both sides trading sides of the field for the second half. Lakeview in control. Still in control. Lakeview number 15, Jose Sampiello, who scored earlier in the game, took a shot, just went wide to the right. Seth White and the St. Clair goal. Chase Jones teeing it up for a goal kick for the Saints. Chase sends it downfield. Tries to get it to Logan Biscarner. The ball is headed back in the other in the Saints' direction. Taken by Lakeview. Lakeview back in control. Lakeview working on their passing, it looks like right now. They are looking around and looking for the open. Oh, shot. Number 14 for Lakeview, Joshua Pinter. Fired in on goal. Got it past Seth White. Goal, Lakeview, number 14, Joshua Pinter. That was an incredible shot by Joshua Pinter. The ball bounded in front of him, just had a little bit of an opening, and he put a heavy foot into that kick, and Seth White got a hand on it, however, could not stop it. Ball back into the St. Clair end. Chase Jones with the ball. Lakeview's got an opportunity, another shot on goal. Seth White able to maintain control of that one. As we pointed out earlier, in the first half, Saints are playing a very experienced team with Lakeview, whereas the Saints have 4 seniors on their team. Lakeview is made up of mostly seniors who've been playing together for a number of years. Their teamwork and their familiarity with their play has been very evident. Alex Owen trying to get something going down on the Lakeview end. Alex Owen's one of those seniors for the Saints. Ball headed back down towards the St. Clair end. Lakeview in control. Shot on goal again. Lakeview takes a commanding 6-0 lead here. Things are happening very quickly this half. It was another very fine shot taken by number 4, Andrew Medvedik. Goal, Lakeview. Number 4, Andrew Medvedik. Was another very impressive shot by Lakeview. Medvedik put a lot of foot into that one. Seth White really did not have an opportunity to stop that. Pedro Bassoni with the ball for the Saints. Kicks it back down to Mason Chamberlain. Mason kicks it forward. Mason Chamberlain back with the ball again. Mason kicks it forward. Intercepted by Lakeview. Intercepted by Nathan McDonald. Nathan takes it forward. Over to Pedro Bassoni. Pedro Bassoni still in control of it. Taken by Lakeview. Heads back the other way. Andrew Medvedik just scored a goal a few minutes ago. In control of the ball. Passes the ball off. Shot on goal. Seth White handles it cleanly. It was Jose Sampio with that shot on goal. Jose getting an earlier goal in the game. Lakeview is a very well-disciplined team. Again, they're up 6-0 right now on the Saints. 5 minutes gone in the second half of this game. St. Clair unable to really penetrate down into the Lakeview end of this game. Nice defensive play by Mason Chamberlain. Ball still a little bit loose there, but Seth White was able to clear it. Nathan McDonald playing hard. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in for Lakeview. Again, Lakeview in control. Lakeview still in control of the ball, sending it in. Mason Chamberlain still playing hard out there. Stops the ball from getting too far in. Pedro Bassoni with some great ball movement. Defending Lakeview. Nicely played by Pedro Bassoni. Lakeview with control of the ball. Throws it in. Ball is centered and an opportunity for for Lakeview again. That ball just went a little bit wide. Again, Seth White helped out by an errant shot by Lakeview. The Lakeview player was right in front of the net and tried to one-time it in, and the ball just went a little bit wide to the right. Seth White coming out of the game. Alex Owens heading into the game. Seth played a great game. He was under a lot of pressure that entire game. Alex Owens played keeper for most of last year, all of last year if I'm not mistaken, and he has gone back into the keeper position. Seth White coming out, taking some water. He had an incredible workout. Nice stop by Alex Owens. Pushes the ball upward. Ball goes up and hits the goal post. Well, it didn't take long for Alex Owens to get tested out there, and he answered the challenge very quickly. Seth White, big smile on his face as he comes out. He's lined up to go out and do some running now. He's going out with Evan Roberts here as soon as he is given the okay by the officials. Take nothing from Seth White. He made some incredible stops throughout this game. There were just a whole bunch of them coming his way, and 6 of them got past him. But those were good shots. There was nothing easy about any of those goals. Logan Metapedigan out there for the Saints, playing hard. Nathan McDonald getting ready to throw it in. Evan Roberts fighting for the ball. A little bit of contact there, shoulder in by one of the Lakeview players, but no call. Chase Jones takes the ball. Ball intercepted as it's heading in. This could be trouble. Nicely defended. Mason Chamberlain got back in position, cut the angle off. Number 16 for Lakeview, Bryson Enders, who's already scored a goal in this game, was getting ready to tee up a nice shot, and Mason Chamberlain got back, took the angle off. The ball ended up going wide to the left. Nice play by Mason Chamberlain. Once again, I want to thank the guys down in the booth, Troy Voigt, Sully Smith, and Carter Barney, for their efforts tonight to bring this game forward on CTV for viewing. As always, they do a wonderful job for CTV. Throwing for the Saints over on the far east sideline. Ball goes back out of bounds. Another throw in for the Saints. Reeve Garth throws ball in. Over to number 13 for the Saints, Philip Ethan Bingham, sending the ball forward. Number 23, Seth White, the keeper earlier in the game, got his foot on the ball there. Lakeview, unfortunately, for the Saints, takes back control of the game, or takes control of the ball. Evan Roberts, however, able to get control, sends it forward. Logan Metapedigan fighting for the ball. Nice effort by Logan Metapedigan. Be a throw-in for Lakeview. Ball is fought for. Looks like it'll be a throw-in for Lakeview. 10 minutes into this first, make it the second half of the game. Lakeview up 6-0 over the Saints. Opportunity for Lakeview. Shot on goal. Oh, once again, it hit the upper post. Not sure if it hit the goal post behind the net or if it hit the upper post of the net. Regardless, it must have hit the goal post for the football games, because it's going to be a goal kick for the Saints. Chase Jones teeing it up. Sends it back downfield. Ball intercepted by Lakeview. Evan Roberts comes in and throws some nice defensive work out there. Lakeview recovers, however. It's number 4, Afonso Fieria, defending down deep in the St. Clair zone. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It looks like this may be going the other way. Again, it's going to be another goal kick for the Saints. Once again, the score is 6-0, but we've seen some really good defensive work by the defenders for the Saints. This game could have been over a long time ago if it wasn't for the play of the defensive play that the Saints have been able to display out there. Opportunity for Lakeview. That's going to be a kick coming up for Lakeview. This could be problematic for the Saints. Unintentional, but Saints got their feet entangled as one of the Lakeview players was heading in. Little discussion on who's going to take the kick. Ball goes in and goes past Saints keeper Alex Owens. Not sure how that ball snuck through that wall the Saints had built up, but ball got through them. It was a well-kicked shot, and Alex Owens really did not have an opportunity. Not so sure that he might have been a little bit at least blocked out from some of the Saints players there. The ball seemed to somehow slip right through a pretty good wall that the Saints had set up, and by the time it got to Alex Owens. Alex could get a hand on it, however, the ball just kept on going. 7-0. Lakeview Lakers up on top of the Saints. 27 and a half minutes left in this game. Saints playing hard. I know that that last one just took the wind out of them, I'm sure. But we'll see if they can regroup and get things back together again here. Evan Kruger out there for the Saints. Evan Roberts with the ball. Evan Roberts has played very hard this season. He's gotten a lot of playing time, and it's great to see him out there working hard. Another opportunity for Lakeview. Ball goes up and over the St. Clair net. Past senior keeper Alex Owens. As we heard last week, Alex Owens will be graduating from St. Clair High School this year. Alex is planning on attending St. Clair County Community College next year. He's been a very hard-working and impressive player for the Saints this year. Back in goal for the first time in quite a few weeks. Take nothing from Seth White. Seth played well. He just faced some pretty good shots today from Lakeview. Lakeview's going to get a kick. Clock ticking away here on the Saints. Ball heads in. Alex Owens able to handle the kick quite well. Going to be sending it back the other way. Puts a big boot into it. Number 23 for the Saints, Seth White out there battling for it. Lakeview tried to get possession. Evan Roberts again out there playing hard and putting effort in and is able to cause a turnover. Saints in control. Reeve Garth now battling for that ball. Chase Cleveland sending the ball forward over to Reeve Garth. Reeve Garth kind of took a little bit of a nudge, lost the ball, no call. Might have just been some foot entanglements, but it's going to be a call here offside on Lakeview. Chase Jones getting ready to tee the ball up. Again, want to thank Bill Duro, our timekeeper for tonight. As we've mentioned often throughout the season, Bill is a very dedicated timekeeper, not only for the Saints soccer games, but football. He's all over the county doing the clock, even up at St. Clair County Community College doing basketball games. It's great always to be in the booth with Bill. Lakeview sends one towards the net, over the head of Alex Owens, over the top of the net. About 24 minutes left in this game. Changes for both teams taking place out on the field. Play resumes. Thus far, it has been pretty much all Lakeview. Again, going into this game, Lakeview had a very, very strong season. The Saints knew that they were going to be very, very much challenged going into this. Yet they've put on a very strong effort. They haven't given Lakeview any cheap goals. Those have been all strong goals that they've scored, and they have blocked numerous attempts. Going to be a throw-in for the Saints. number 10 for the Saints. Evan Kruger just took one to the face. I'm sure that didn't feel very good. Evan shaking it off, heading back out there, heading downfield towards the ball. Logan Metapetigan running after it. Hats off to the ball boys out there. They've kept this game moving along. I wish I had their names so I could thank them, but they have done a nice job out there. Nathan McDonald trying to push the ball forward for the Saints. Gets it intercepted. Evan Kruger out there. Again, trying to mix it up a little bit. Lakeview takes the ball downfield. This could be trouble for Lakeview. Shot on goal. Once again, Alex Owens answers the challenge. That was a nice shot. Alex Owens getting in front of it, being able to secure it. Sends the ball downfield. Lakeview turns it up the other way. Ball heads downfield. Another shot. Alex Owens answers that one also. Not sure how many shots on goal we have seen from Lakeview, but it has been numerous. Some of them close, some of them far away, but they've definitely put the pressure on the nets. And the score reflects that. Score 7-0. If you put the ball on the net, some of them are going to go in. But again, each and every one of those goals that Lakeview has scored today have been worthy shots. They were not weak shots. They were they're very strong and well earned. Mason Chamberlain throws it in for the Saints. Chase Jones in control, throws it up, or kicks it up rather. Over to number 12, Ashton Spalding. Ball's going to head out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. Looks like Lakeview will maintain control during the throw-in here. Lakeview sends it down. Saints and Lakeview playing tough over there in the northern corner over by the eastern sideline. We're about halfway through the second half of this game. Lakeview up 7-0 over the Saints. Lakeview being very dominant in this game, having control of the ball in the Saints' end for pretty much all of the first half. Well, not all of it, but much of the first half, and certainly much the same during the second half here. Lakeview sends it downfield. Looks like it's going to head out of bounds deep in the St.Clair end of the field here. It'll be a throw-in for the Saints. Mason Chamberlain, again a key defender on the Saints all season long, will be throwing it in. Senior Nathan McDonald sends it across the field, intercepted by Lakeview. Ball bounds in. Be a goal kick for the Saints coming up. Again, want to recognize our officials out on the field, Chris Jones and Joseph Gentner. They're out there calling a really good game tonight. With the heat, this was not an easy one to be out on the field. They've put in a lot of miles out there running back and forth. Covering both sides of the field with two officials tonight. Lakeview sending it back down to the St. Clair end of the field there. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a goal kick for the Saints. I want to make mention, this has been a great turnout tonight. I think this may have been the most viewed soccer game of the season for the Saints. I know that Lakeview has a very strong following, and I'm hearing quite a few Lakeview fans out there cheering along. Lakeview's not all that close. It's probably a 50-minute drive, so a lot of parents have driven a long way to see the Lakeview Lakers out there playing tonight. Opportunity. Logan Biscarner had a breakaway, well defended by Lakeview. I thought Logan Biscarner was going to have an opportunity for a complete breakaway there, but the ball was well defended. Logan carrying a lot of speed and just didn't quite work out. Once again, a very long shot, maybe 30 yards out. Sails wide to the right of the net. Not really a big worry for Alex Owens. Chase Jones getting ready to kick her downfield. Kicks the ball downfield. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Lakeview. Opportunity again for Lakeview. Shot on goal, and it's going to go in. And that's going to be the game. In high school soccer, 8-0 is a mercy rule event, and this game will be over. Lakers win by a score of 8-0 over the Saints. That last goal was scored by Jose Sampaio. Goal, Lakeview, number 15, Jose Sampaio. That will be the end of the game. Lakers win 8-0 over the Saints.
You've been watching East China High School Sports presented by Magda. Join us again soon for more East China High School sports action on CTV, your community TV channel for Marine City and St. Clair.